Hey guys, this is UC from iTrade Price, and it's about 10:20 Eastern. You're looking at a chart of NQ in 2 minute time frame, and I have an open trade, my first trade of the day, and just going to go for a few scalp trades. I usually trade from 10:30 to midday, like around noon, and these trades are mostly based on 2 minute time frame, but then again I also consider some other aspects as well, like price action read, some levels as well as I see, and some other things that I kind of keep an eye on. So right now I'm short at 10,771. Let me show trades. So I'll just kind of show you. I shorted right here. 10. So it's kind of a bit of a late. I should have shorted here, but just kind of went with it. So I'm just kind of holding on to it for right now. But usually I don't like to hold for that long, because that if you go beyond a certain time period in a scalp trade, that means it's usually kind of go against you, and which it is right now, down 500, right? So uh, usually I take a stop loss at 400, but I'm going to kind of keep this and break my own rule. I still think the pressure is down and this can kind of correct itself, right? So I'm just going to keep it for now, and I have room to average down as well. And if you don't have a bigger account, you can always go do micros for these NQ trades, okay, which takes a lot less capital. So just kind of wanted you to kind of keep that in mind. So right now we're bouncing here. uh, my entry was not ideal. I should have waited for this bounce and looked for a rejection from this downward sloping 20 SMA, right? So again, I'll go and I'll hold on to it and see if I can add to my short here and improve my average price, and kind of go from there. But if it starts falling back down, I'm just going to hold on to it. So uh, just kind of breaking my rule a little bit here. But again, it's my first trade. You know, I'll give it some room, see how it goes. But Apple is weak, Amazon is weak. Microsoft tried to kind of rally in the morning, but gave up its morning uh, morning run. So just kind of waiting for it to kind of go touch this 20 SMA, and then we'll add to our short there. Just gonna pause the video. I don't want you to kind of keep staring at the video for no reason. We'll whenever I'm trying to do anything, I'll kind of unpause it, and then you can kind of continue from there. Okay. Still holding on to the short. Nothing really has happened. So just waiting for this 20 SMA to kind of coincide with the price to see if it gives me another chance to add to my short here. Okay. So just waiting. Okay, I'll add to my short here. Okay, now my average is 91 with two contracts. Okay. All right, so let it float. Just kind of made that move towards the upside, and now kind of trying to drift sideways to slightly down. We'll see. I'm going to short, actually really wanted to short one more, but since I'm holding one already, actually holding two, this is a good level, it looks like, to scalp quickly. Well, we'll short one more here. Let's say if it comes up a little bit, and if it doesn't, I'll take that one off at least, and then just keep the two. We'll see. Come on, come on. I want to short one more towards this 50 SMA if it comes. So just waiting for that. Okay, so I'm going to short here one more as it's making its way to the 50 SMA. All right. So now my average is 1804, which is kind of like a little below this support zone. so far resisted here at 50 SMA. So just looking for some downside follow through. Okay, finally seeing some move down. Now you can always take one off if you like, which means this will be taken off. Kind of lighten up the load a little bit, control your exposure, which means your average will again go back down. It might not be reflected here, but your overall average will kind of go down because you're out of this position. Kind of, you can keep track of it in your mind, but just will not pay attention to that average price that is shown here at that point in time, because then that will not be accurate. Okay. Nothing much. Few minutes have passed. Just waiting for that little flush down. 50 SMA providing some nice resistance here. As you can see in the 2-minute time frame, we haven't really closed above that level so far. So that's good for my trade. So since I already have a short here at 29, and this seems to be a little bit of support here around 813, 814, so it makes sense to kind of take one out a little bit above that and just sort of control my exposure, and I can always add back if it bounces from there. If it keeps going down, that's in my favor, so I can just hold on to it. Okay.